All right, songs and stories right here at the Bridge Network City Church. Glad to know that you're joining today. Happy Sunday to you. It's the last Sunday in the month of January 2026, and we thank God for the journey so far. We thinking about the topics and everything that we've had to learn in the last couple of weeks as our theme has been operating system. But today is a special day, as you can see from my introduction, songs and stories. And today we have Babatunde Ogunshende, and he has been able to he took us through another wonderful time. Why am I saying another? Because we're still going to have another actually. But it took us a wonderful time just talking to us. Basically, we're just gisting, and that's the beautiful thing about being in TBN. You just get to have this moment where you can just gist, not someone really talk at you, but someone to just talk to your soul, someone to just share together. And it was such an insightful moment. As usual, what we do here at Bridge Connect is to simply reflect and review and just engage, and just to be sure that all of those things that we heard rests inside of us well. And I'm going to be turning my share now to Pastor Silk and Purple. Definitely Mr. Babatunde said a whole lot, but what would be the top 3 things for you that stood out today?
Okay, I think first of all, relationship, then service, to then being consistent. So I think those 3 words stood out for me. It kind of emphasized where relationship took him to. From his own personal experience, he talked about service, which has to do with volunteering, which is kind of missing in this generation, because from his experience and from a lot of people's experience, we know that when you volunteer, it helps you to, and it has a way of pushing you in the direction of your purpose. You may not enter it cautiously, but when you volunteer, things happen. So those were the 3 things.
And it felt like the one highlight of the conversation out of all of those 3 also is the idea of service. And you being an employer, right? If you look at your industry right now, how would you rate the attitude towards service, especially from young people?
He's right. And he said his own was from upbringing, and cautiously or not cautiously, the messages that he has heard in the past years from Pastor Francis. So it's like building blocks. You wouldn't know when you start getting some things into you. But if you want to compare service as what we have now and before, there's a serious gap. Like Pastor Francis said, that you go on LinkedIn now, all you see is CEO. Nobody's serving, nobody's doing anything. You want to start today and you want to hit it today. Because the social media allows for whatever. You can always go back to train and come out in the camera and pretend as if you've achieved.
Exactly.
So it's a serious thing these days, because people are not out to serve again. I remember when I started out also, it was service that got me into it. So, and a lot of people have left that. In fact, they want to do one small thing, and if you are not paying them, they are not going to do it. They don't want to learn. They don't want to learn under anybody. They feel they can just go online and just learn on YouTube. So why should they serve you? Why should they? Meanwhile, most of those things are practical. You can't, no matter how much you watch how to swim on YouTube, you still need to jump into the water. No matter how you learn how to cook online, you still need to put your hand and practice you need that feel, that touch. So I pray people come back to that, because when I see few people learning these days, I'm like, by the time we see 5 years, 10 line, those that are actually learning, the gap will be so wide, and there will be too much demand for them too, which will make them extremely rich.
So at the end of the day, service pays.
Yeah, it does.
Because you and the beautiful thing about service also is that because you are not really expecting anything in return, everyone will be compensated. Yeah.
God has a way of paying you. That Pastor was a little bit silent on that. That you do something and you expect the person that you are doing it to be the one to pay. That has never been the promise of God. He said, "Give, and you shall be given." He never specified who will give it to you. All he says is that you give. So just go ahead and do your part. How God is going to reward you should be determined by God and not you.
Amazing. So you've heard it all, and the beautiful thing is that we're still going to have Mr. Babatunde Ogunshinde for the network service, and it's going to be an elaborate session. He's going to be singing, sharing his own stories, and that's another thing about stories. We get to learn more from stories as against someone just come and say do this and do that. So that's why we're inviting you. Just in case you missed our Real Success Seminar, we are inviting you again to join in for the network service, see what's happening, learn from stories. Learning never ends. You might feel like you know it all, but just come and hear from another perspective. Let's learn together, let's reflect together, and I'm sure that God will bless you. And special shout out to those that joined us online. Earlier I saw Mr. Rushewe. I'm also saying board, and to everyone who is watching us online, we want to say thank you. We have to go for a coffee break now. We need coffee break too, right? We need it. And just I think it's also worthy of note to inform you that our coffee break has also changed style. We are not just drinking coffee again. We are drinking akamu. We are taking our moimo. We are taking our local delicacies. So TBN is just the place to be at this season. If you're looking for someone to fellowship, someone to join in that feels like home, come to TBN. We'll show you love, and you will never feel like you just feel like you've been part of us for like a long time. And again, we especially invite you to join us for our network service, which Babatunde Ogunshinde is going to be with us. We have to go now.